Today I'm going to make a seed and nut spread that's going to give you a beautiful flavour, lots of protein, and you can put this on a spread, you can turn it into a little lolly or whatever. So here we go. I've got a tablespoon of coconut oil, which is a good fat, and it will help to keep the seeds and nut mixture from oxidising and fresh. This is organic honey, so that's nice and runny. There we go, yum yum. Now to that, I'll just add a quarter cup of boiling water and we'll mix those together, and then we can grind the seeds and nuts and mix them into the mead. And doing it this way also helps to break down the seeds and nuts a little bit further. Now, to be sure, when you buy your seeds and nuts, it's better to buy them whole and raw, because when you buy them ground up, they're probably already oxidised when you get them. And we know that oxidised fats and oxidised trans fats and fried foods and, you know, a lot of foods in packets definitely have high trans fats. And the trans fats are the ones that are blocking the arteries, stiffening the arteries, putting up the blood pressure and upsetting the whole circulation. As well as that, the mental problems that are happening with a lot of toxic foods and toxic fats. So we've got here the organic honey, we've got the coconut oil. I'm going to add some lemon oil to this. You could add peppermint oil, you could leave it out, you could have orange oil, and it just gives that a little bit of extra flavour. The first ones we'll grind up are almonds. Almonds are high in vitamin E, which is really a forgotten vitamin today. Vitamin E is for the heart and circulation, but if you're having vitamin E, it's best to have it in its natural form. So I'll just mix the freshly ground almonds. The next one is half a cup of raw Australian pumpkin seed. I love pumpkin seeds. They're one of my favourite. Well, they're actually all my favourites, but pumpkin seeds are high in iron. They're high in zinc. They're also good for the male prostate. So it helps keep the prostate in a better functioning state. You can also get pumpkin seed oil. So they're ground up enough. We know that we need good oils for our hormones, and we need good oils for our adrenal glands, because your adrenal glands are those little fat dudes that sit on top of your kidneys that really do need the nourishment of good oils. So, you know, when you're feeling worn out and stressed and depressed, it's a good idea to look at the amount of good omega-3s you're taking in compared to the bad ones, and how you're actually doing with those. So as well as your good oils in your fish and your unprocessed seeds and nuts, you also need antioxidants, because antioxidants are very important in the cholesterol when it goes up. Look at your antioxidants, what's being oxidized in the body, and what good oils you're taking into the body. Now they're the little sesame seeds I've just ground up, and sesame are high in silica and they're a good source of calcium. So you can have tahini, or you can have your freshly ground sesame. Sometimes I get clients to add more good oils to their breakfast and to have more fibre and minerals and vitamins. It's exciting the amount of minerals and vitamins you can get from seeds. What you can do is gently grind your seeds and nuts like I have done now, but instead of putting them into a mead and making a sort of butter out of them to put on crackers, you can add it to your breakfast each day if you have cereal. Or our Nutrition and You Energy Breakfast is on Instagram, and that's a lovely way to go. So these are the sunflower seeds, and these are, well, I don't know if these are my favourites or the others are my favourites, but sunflower faces the sun. They absorb vitamin D. Now, you need vitamin D and silica to help with your calcium absorption. So talking about calcium, often the problem today is lack of magnesium, not calcium. Because when you have a lot of calcium and you don't have your silica and you don't have your vitamin D in particular, your calcium gets stuck in the wrong place. So the last place you need is your calcium stuck in your arteries going to the head or anywhere else around the body, or for the calcium to be making a spur in the wrong place. So I actually, as a practitioner, have maintained, and I for quite a while, that your magnesium and your silica and your vitamin D, and of course your good oils, probably equally important, if not more important, than calcium, particularly if you're having too much calcium and not enough of the others. So we can just put this into a container and just let it set in the fridge for, you know, until it's set. It'll set fairly quickly. It'll keep for a couple of weeks. You've got the lemon oil in there and you've got the coconut oil to help keep it nice and fresh. So it's not like it's been sitting on a supermarket shelf, and it doesn't have any preservatives. But this makes a beautiful slice to put on a cracker.
That looks very good. I'd love to try some.
Well, I suppose so. I suppose. There we go. And we'll just put some sprouts on top, make it look pretty. You're so welcome.
Thank you.
Oh, the crunch of real food. No saturated fats, no MSG, that crunch. Come and hear it again.
Beautiful.
I can taste it from here. It's beautiful.